then, Maras, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the borough pride.
Now then, welcome to TED Talks live on the Ted Hankey podcast, which is the video version of the podcast that goes out on a Wednesday on all of the podcast providers. I'm doing a side mouth there, you can see, you know what I mean. Thank you very much for watching. Got quite a few of you watching today, that's good. Got some lovely discussion topics and we need your input as well. So you might know that I put on the Facebook that we are going to be discussing today who is Britain's greatest Teesside or the world's greatest Teesside. I don't know who is the best Teesside ever, you know what I mean? So that's some of the input we want from you daft bellwiths at home. But I can't do the show on my own because I don't like the sound of my own voice. So I like to bring my good mate, Mala in. Mala, you all right, mate?
All right, Ted. How are you doing, podcasters? You all right?
Bring you a bit closer so we can see your face.
You were looking well tonight, kid. Are you? Are you all right, everybody? How's it going?
I think they're all right. We might have some comments here. Hey up campers there from Stephen. Evening campers.
Campers seems a very popular way to do it.
Best time of the week, boys.
Are you, Sophie? How are you doing?
Sophie there. Apart from when I pop round to drop the milk off. There he is, Dorsey. No, mate. Oh, no, lads. He's Teesside and he's proud, Dorsey. He's also... You might think that's a cartoon drawing of him, but he looks like that in real life. I've seen him. He's all plasticine.
Well, it's class.
So, there you go. Good. What have we been up to, Mala? You look a bit like...
Yeah. Well, here, right, Teessiders, you know me. I am Teesside and I am proud. And I've had the jab this week. And here, I'm telling you now, right?
I get the jab.
No. Yeah. Can't be talking like that on this podcast.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, you've had the jab.
Yeah, I've had the jab. Did you jab?
The jab, it doesn't even make sense.
No, yeah, well, to be honest, I get jabbed most weeks, but this week I had that one where, you know, they stick it in your arm so that, like, the disease, you don't get it anymore. Well, I've had that, and you know what I mean? I was dead happy, but I did feel a bit poorly for one day, but now I feel all right again.
How did you get that, Mala?
Well, I don't know, because I failed maths at school, I think. So they were like, well, how old are you when they rang up? And I couldn't remember. So I just put down whatever. I
told you this. You didn't believe me. I said, you're about 15 years older than me, but you always make out the same age.
I know, what it is my mum lost my birth certificate when I was a nipper. So we just handwritten one. And my mum was crap at maths. So she just said my birthday was like 69 instead of wherever, and that was what it was. So yeah, no.
So in all honesty, technically, you're 51, Mala.
Well, well, yeah, I failed all my GCSEs, so they were like, "Oh, bless him, give him something." So that I won that. But in all honesty, I did have it, and it was class. So have it. It's brilliant.
What was like any nice nurses there? Was there any nice nurses?
Well, I tell you what, right? It was dead posh. I went up to Yarm Medical Centre. It's the first time I've ever been to Yarm in my life. It was mint. Like, and everyone knows, all the top flange lives in Yarm, don't they? Like all the posh flange.
Loads of flange in Yarm.
Well, and there was this bird, like female doctor. I don't want to get like all angry feminists at me. Not again. Right. So there was this female doctor, and she was class. And she went, "Hey, come in, Mr. Mala," because that's my name. And I walked in, I said, "All right." And they went, "Hey, can you do this?" And I said, "No." And they said, "Spell your name." And I went, "No." They went, "Just stand there," and just jabbed us. And it was class. And she went, "Hey, just chill yourself out for a bit."
I got tricked because like the nurse said to me, "You come and get your jab," and she just cupped my testicles and made me cough like that, and then she put a finger up my bum like that as well, and then the real doctor came in. Apparently she was some nutter who likes going around health centres fingering men's bums.
That could be worse. I had that done off the postman once. I thought he was, you know what I mean? He'd like when they were doing door-to-door stuff, when we were all down in lockdown, I thought it was like your examination. The doctor was coming door-to-door. He got
the wrong letterbox there, didn't he?
He did.
The post that hurts the most.
Quite enjoyable, actually. But anyway,
it is a strange feeling, a prostate examination. I mean, some of the ladies who are watching this may not know unless they've given one. A lot of the lads will have had one. It's, I mean, it's confusing, but it's essential, and I quite like it.
I'm telling you now, we are Teesside and we are proud, and most of the ladies in Teesside know what it feels like to have something inserted there. Yeah, well, let's not mess about, everybody. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You can all shout at me in the comments later.
Did you? Stephen's asked, did you get a sticker like you do at the dentist, man?
No. They give us a little passport. So it's class because I got my passport nicked off me. So I'm going to use it to go to France. It doesn't have your name on it. It just has the date. So I thought, wait, must be, you said here, use your passport. And I have to go back in 6 weeks for another job. It's going to be class. I love free stuff, me. I'll take anything.
Yeah, I did. I took loads of stuff out of that waiting room.
Well, I know. That's why you're not allowed back in.
But not COVID. A few people have started commenting about the best Teessider. This is what we're discussing today. If you are interested in getting involved in the chat, we want to know who is the best Teessider ever. You know what I mean? So, little thing there. Today's audience topic: who is the greatest Teessider ever? A few people start commenting. I don't like this one by Michael Orley. He says, best Teesside, gotta be Chubby. Teesside, second best comedian, just behind. Right. For starters, right, Chris McGlade's brilliant, right?
Well, is.
I think Chubby's he's a bit dated now, you know what I mean? Like, I've been hearing the same jokes since I used to get them out my dad's joke box when I was about 3.
Yeah, right. Listen, Ted, I was going to say this to you, but let's just draw a line under this. Who's the best Teessider? It's Jamie Pollock. That'll do. Yeah, not only did he keep a substantial body weight, he also played for us and Man City, and look how good they are. And he opened up a mainstream menswear fashion chain in Stockton called TEESSIDER. He did.
Which did fuck all.
Well, hey, that's what you get for just selling fire trap. That's it. As your main brand. You know what I mean, Jamie?
Now then, Michelle. Hello,
my
dear. Hi, Ted. I'm good. Anthony, thank you. Got some nice people watching tonight. I can't see any bell whiffs. You know what I mean?
We're both in the camera, mate.
Probably, yeah. Teesside's 2 biggest bell whiffs live.
Well, live.
Yeah. A couple of news stories before we get into the discussion of who is the greatest Teessider ever. I think the first one I'd like to bring up is, well, you'll have all seen it today. Local lad wins loads of cash and that on the horses. How good's that?
Yeah, well, right, he's had his picture in the paper and everything. Now, I'm just saying this. If that was me, you wouldn't see me in the paper. Not a chance. So good, well done to him. But, I mean, now we are in Teesside here.
Do you know what I'd have done? I'd have requested, right, you can only have a picture of me, you know, so people know I am, if I can sit on top of a real horse naked.
Really? You know, you can't do that. Lady MacGyver did that. She got in loads of trouble.
And I'll do, like, you know, some type of, like, Napoleonic pose, like.
What, naked?
Yeah, like that. But maybe with a big sort of hat on as well.
Do you know what I'd do? I'd say I'll only have that money if I can have it in 5p pieces, right? And I'd have a Scrooge McDuck, like big money vault built. But you know where I'd have it? Do you know the waterfront in Stockton?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's like, it starts on the bottom floor, doesn't it? And then there's a balcony at the top. So that could be where you access your money dive. And I'd have it all like hollowed out. And then I'd go down the town and have a couple of drinks, you know what I mean? Then I'd be like, we lasses, come back to the money vault. And we just all jump in and swim around.
Yeah. Bring your bikini, you mucky cow.
Well, you would get mucky because, like, if you ever had 5p pieces and that, they're like to get dirty, don't they? And they rub on your hands.
Mala, you'll remember when we held that disco party in an army camp in it might have been Harrogate, I can't remember, or Donington, I think it might have been. and we witnessed that lass actually pick a 50p piece up off the floor with a fudge, didn't she?
She did.
Went
Yeah.
down and picked a 50p peach up with a fudge.
She was class there, like, honestly, absolutely brilliant. And she wasn't even from Teesside, it was class that.
She had the bunk bed with her later on, you know what I mean? And
I was on the bottom bunk, I know.
got me change back anyway. Oh, yeah, so yeah, he was very good that year. I hope if he's watching the show, please do get in touch and feel free to give us some money.
Ted, do you want to have a kitchen off? Because it looks like you're in the kitchen today.
I am in the kitchen, yeah.
Kitchen off. Hang on. You've got more stuff than me.
I've got a coffee machine over that way.
Well,
in the corner.
Hang on, it's over in that corner there.
There's me kettle over there.
Well,
in the oven.
Well, yeah, you've got loads of stuff in your kitchen. I've got out.
Yeah.
That's not because I'm a minimalist. It's because I'm just scruffy.
It's because it's not your house, is it? Broadband?
No. Well, no. And she doesn't allow me to go anywhere else because I spill. So I sleep down here in a little basket.
Mala, next news story. You brought this one up and it amused me. Young female Japanese motorbiker revealed to be 50-year-old man. Tell us the story.
Right. Listen, Teesside, don't be lying, right? This is a true story. And if not, you can look it up on Lad Bible, because that's where I read all of my news stories from. Anyway, right, there was this young bird in Japan, right? And she's been doing loads of instas, like doing loads of like jumps and stuff. And then she takes her helmet off and she's got long flowing hair. And like all the Japanese lads are like, yeah, she's classy because she's mint on bikes. And look, she's only like 19. But it's actually turned out that it's a 50-year-old bloke who has like proper long class hair as well. He's wicked. He looks a little bit like Shawn Michaels, but a Japanese version of him. Anyway, which is class. If you're going to show us a picture, he looks mint. Anyway, I was just saying, this isn't the first time that's happened. Look at him. Well, yeah, do you know what that looks like? That looks like one of them pictures you get in the Gazette. You know, when someone's been a baghead for like 5 years. They're like, this is Cheryl, she's 20, and they have a picture of her and she looks about 50. That's exactly what that is. But that's him, and it's class. So that's happened before, though, wasn't it? Remember when we were in Thailand, Ted?
Shut up. We don't talk about that, Mala. You know we don't talk about that. Get me in trouble with Jolie.
There's another prostate exam story for you.
I'm glad you said prostate there.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. I mean, before we do move on any further, it's probably worth highlighting there is loads of grassing going on Teesside Live at the moment.
Oh,
we've got a classic example, Mala. You'll have seen Houchin Gate that I've been involved in as well. I thought I'd talk about it because people are probably wondering, and that is where basically all the politicians are slinging mud at each other. And I interviewed Ben Houchin with Craig from the George. Apparently, a few years ago, Craig did a controversial advertising campaign, a bit unlike him, but I was unaware of this one, and then he got slated for it, Ben Houchin. But that's all fine, I've done nothing wrong. Then I scroll down Teesside Live and there's a big picture of my fucking face with them all like that. And it said, controversial landlord, Craig Harker, and mayor of Tees Valley, Ben Houchin, with shit comedian, Ted Hankey.
Well,
I might have made that bit up. Oh, so.
Yeah, well, I still love you, Craig. Yeah, and
I've had a chat with Craig, and even though I totally don't agree with what he advertised, he apologised at the time, and he donated a load of money to sort of like charities and stuff like that deal with them type of things. And I thought, oh, right, yeah, if I'd have known about that at the time, I wouldn't have done the show. And I told him that, but he's happy, he's all right. He understands that I can't be associated with controversial pub landlords. So,
you're going to get in trouble knocking about with me again, aren't you, Ted? That's the problem.
I know I am, yeah.
I am controversial.
Proper grasses.
Hey,
Paul.
All right, Paul. This is why, Ted, I don't get involved in politics or media stuff, because you're all knobheads, and like it doesn't matter what anyone says. Someone else, yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, well, watch the other channel. Are we on telly, Ted, or is this the internet?
This is the internet, yeah.
Right,
This is the internet, yeah. Sophie, you come down for a coffee, Sophie, when Julie's out. I'll arrange it. You're all right.
Coffee machines.
I wondered where Charlene Ogerman was. She's here. That's good.
I like Charlene.
That one's for you, I think. He's put a mask on just to say it.
Yeah, well, he knows to be ready for a bat. That's why he's
and Ian Busty, you've missed a very good flange story already, but there will be more, no doubt. So
you want to sort out your profile picture, Ian? This is a Borough website. You've got the Sunderland date there. Yeah.
That was a dirty picture I put up there.
Don't you be offending me on this podcast? He's all right. Didn't he won the pizza cup? That's class.
Yeah, they won the Papa Shango Shield or whatever it was.
It was. Yeah, class. Yeah, how funny is it going to be when Newcastle get relegated, by the way? I can't wait. At the beginning of the season, they were going to buy Mbappe. Next season, they'll be buying Papa Doobadee or whatever he's called.
Hasn't he just died?
Has he? Oh, sorry, I didn't realise it.
He'll probably still get a game. So, right, let's get back to the topic of the week, which is who is the greatest Teesside ever. Now, we've had a couple of suggestions coming in here, such as, let's have a look, Paul Daniels, maybe, but not a lot. Good job, that Fletcher. Hang on, what's the... Oh, I forgot about that. Hang on, here it is.
I want to talk about the Paul Daniels one.
Go on, then.
Right, he is proper Teesside, because I tell you what, right, look at the state of him, and look at his wife. He was proper banging out. He was well out of his
dead.
Money. Yeah, but his wife, Debbie McGee, was class, wasn't she?
Well, mate, if you walked into a pub, right, and magically pulled a rabbit out of a hat, you would have a good chance of scoring with 70% of flange in that room.
Is that the two maths of that?
Yeah.
Right, that's it then. I'm going to start becoming a magician. You ready? I'll start summit. How do you get into the magic? Oh, is that what they mean by the magic circle? Because you get in there.
You can't get back out.
Right. But your Copperfield's dripping in flange, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, yeah. And that other one who got his head bit off a tiger.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Captain Cook, controversial one there. Let's not get into the debate.
He was class. I love Captain Cook.
We've got history there, and history, in my opinion, should not be erased. It should be learned from. People should learn from history. And Captain Cook might have been a bit of a shitbag, but he found we wouldn't have MTV without Captain Cook, would we?
What do you mean, Ted?
I mean, he found America, didn't he? And that's where MTV is.
Well, I never thought about that.
Brian Clough, hands down.
I never heard the allegation that Brian Clough used to put his hands down on anybody, but I like the lad.
So Bob Mortimer, Bob there from the Irish terrorist there.
He's a bit scary.
Jamie Pollock is a fat that. I think he means twat, but...
That's two for Jamie Pollock now.
Two for Pollock, two for Mortimer.
Two for Pollock and two. Mortimer and Pollock are neck and neck.
Ria or Bob Mortimer. So Bob Mortimer's got another one.
Emma, no. Emma, pick one. Right, text us back with one, Emma. You know what I mean? Because you're not nudging Pollock out of this. He's in there with a shout.
Barry Smalls said, greatest Teessider ever was his nana. She could cook tea for 6 kids while smoking a tab and knocking back 6 bottles of brown ale as well.
Yeah, that sounds like our lass.
No, lass can't cook tea. Got John Walker, who invented the match. Matt Maller, you know, when you can't afford a light, the matches are important for you, aren't they?
Well, do you know, right, that used to be on that roundabout, didn't it? Do you know where that new hotel is now? There used to be a big match on that roundabout, didn't there? At the top bottoms, at the River Road in Stockton. Many a time.
You know for a fact that's in someone's front room in Stockton now, isn't it?
I used to go and straddle it when I was pissed. It was class.
I've got a question here. I'm very confused by this one. Are you aware of this? Like, all right, Ted and Maller, are you familiar with waffle stomping? It's for what reason you pull up in the shower, then stomp it down the plug hole with your feet. A practice sometimes carried out offshore, and then the Doyle complains when the drains are backed up. I can honestly say I've never squashed the pan down. But I have sharted in the shower. Have you done a shower shart before?
Right. No, you did not on purpose, no.
Well, no, I mean, like a shart is never on purpose, is it?
Like, listen, like, I can't believe people have a shit in the shower. I mean, yeah, we all have a piss. Let's not mess about it, yeah. I mean,
the lasses do. All the lasses do.
We all have a piss, man. Do you know what I mean? It's a shower. That's fine. That's all right. I mean, you're allowed to do that, and you're allowed to have a pee in the sink if you run the water at the same time.
Do you remember when we were in that really rough pub in Middlesbrough? I think it might have been the Royal Exchange, and we caught someone having a shit in a urinal.
Yeah, we did. That was true. Very true. He was desperate, oh, bless him.
Yeah. And we had to pass him some toilet roll to wipe his bum.
Yeah, I thought that was quite a nifty solution. He did that, like. Do you know what I mean? It was quite a good idea.
The poor guy who was offering out sprays of dupe wasn't happy about it, was it?
Well, I've never heard of it. That's horrible. That's
waffle stomping, never heard of it, Andy. Sorry, mate. Let's have a look here.
Sure, lads do it, man. Well, stomp a waffle.
Let's have a look. What else have we got? Hi, Ted. What is apdadging?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe you can get the job as well, the COVID job, because if you can't spell and you can't write, then maybe you need it.
Does he realise this isn't points of view he's watching? Like,
could be.
Hello, we've got a letter here from someone in a burgling mask who wants to know what apdadging is.
Someone who's got a burgling mask who wants to know, what have your community done to us?
You're not part of the community, so you're not, you know. Is that ginger guy part of the community?
Well, yeah, Ted. You never guess what?
What?
They're gonna knock Chris Kamara. Class, I like Chris Kamara. He's meant. I love Chris. Do you never guess what, Ted?
What?
They're going to get rid of the Eagle in Thornaby. Did you know that?
They're knocking down the Golden Eagle. Did I know how much finger mousing we used to do in there over the years?
I'm a big gutted. I wanted to turn it into my house, like a big massive house.
Imagine just living in the Golden Eagle like some type of Norman Bates weirdo.
Yeah, it'd be class. Yeah, well, yeah, they're knocking it down. I'm a bit devastated, mate.
Someone's just put here, Google Cleveland Steamer. I'm afraid I don't really want to do that, Leon, because the police are already onto me at the minute for something else. So there we go. Change the subject. So Steve Gibson, he's one of our own. That's a good one. Another chubby brown one there. Get lost with your Sunderland Gates.
Yeah, I do like chubby. Like, he's class. He's funny. And I met him in the gym once.
Did you?
Yeah, I met him in
the gym. Was he doing Pervin?
No, he was in, the Fitness First on the Wilderness Road in Thornaby as you go, like, out. Yeah, he was in there.
Yeah.
He was good, lads. He was nice. I spoke to him. He was dead canny.
Been Bob there, Bob Mortimer, defo Bob Mortimer.
No, maybe
we didn't understand the first time you said it.
Bob Mortimer, that's 3 for Bob now, official Bob.
But a Batman, can't have that Doyle on there.
No, his new mask doesn't have nose holes either.
Right, hang on. Evening, lads. Who's Big Fat Jolie? Get with the programme, right? Big Fat Jolie's our lass, and she's Mala's sister.
Well,
so watch what you say. Only we can call her Jolie.
Yeah. Well, she's average size now, anyway.
Speaking of big and fat, someone suggested Phil Stamp.
Yeah, that's a good call, actually. Phil Stamp.
Yeah, I don't think he's our greatest Teessider because he's a ginger, and that you lose points for that.
Well, that's why I've not put Andy Campbell in there.
Do we count Vic Reeves? He was born in Yorkshire and raised in Darlington.
No, we'll have Bob.
Bob, yeah. Even though I love Vic. Captain Cook. Oh, hang on, we're getting a bit fucking. Journey South.
Well, them lads.
We gigged with the lead singer, didn't we? In that he's got his own band at the minute.
Yeah, he was good, lads. He was sound. He didn't like your maraca playing though.
He didn't. No. I was going to be on Teesside Live for Robin Bunny Rabbits from Pet at Home for the flange. It's true.
Yeah, well, I would, Sophie, but everyone knows that Pets at Home only have one rabbit in, or they do it the one at Kobe Noom at the minute, because I went to look at him the other day.
Owen McGee.
Hey! Owen McGee. I know Owen McGee's sister. Do you know Owen McGee's sister as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Janine,
he is like...
Technically, he was born just outside of Teesside, wasn't he? So,
Just a little bit. Yeah,
who the freaking hell is Wincy Willis?
Wincy Willis, you know, he's the lad with the big hands. I don't know. You're going to have to let us know that.
Mogger,
Yeah, we'll have
Ryan Clough.
So we've got 2 for Clough. I think Bob's winning.
We've got quite a few for Clough. We've got quite a few for Mortimer. Right, I think we're going to knock this on the head, and we're going to say the greatest Teessider ever for me and Mala. Hang on. We will say this after 3, 3, 2, 1. Bob Mortimer. There's a lag, there's a delay. Yeah, I'm going to go Bob Mortimer. He's brought more to this country than Captain Cook.
You don't think he has though, Ted, because Captain Cook had a boat. So
John Walker, James Arthur, you know, who else have we got?
Chris Rea,
Stephen Tompkinson.
The lad who did the match.
There's an astronaut from Saltburn called Nicholas Patrick. That's a good thing to tell lasses, isn't it? You're an astronaut.
Is there?
Yeah.
I've never seen. Yeah, you give us some more info on this Saltburn astronaut.
Jack Hatfield, Richard Griffiths.
Jack Hatfield, he was a bloke who had a sports shop, man. Come on.
Yeah, well, technically, he was born in 1892, Mala, so I don't think he was around for it then. You've got the lead singer of Maximo Park, Paul Smith.
He's from Billog, he doesn't count.
You've obviously got Paul Rogers of Free and Queen fame.
Yes, he was from Redcar.
Yeah.
All accounts.
Rory Underwood, David Coverdale.
Who's that big lad, the actor, Ted, who's class? He's in Early Doors.
Mark Benton.
Mark Benton, he's my
like Mark Benton, yeah. Bob Champion.
Yeah, right. The thing is, we've also got you 2 off the football, haven't we? We've not just got Cammy, we've got your other lad from Hartlepool, Jeff.
Oh yeah.
He's from Hartlepool, isn't he?
Hey, people forget what's he? The actor as well, Jamie Bell. He's from Billingham, isn't he?
Well, and Jet as well.
Jet. I'm scrolling down the list now, and I've not come across Jet yet, so I'm hoping she's going to be one.
Ted, you used to come across Jet quite a lot.
When I used to get my Gladiators Weekly magazine. Well, Gibbo's number 3. Someone's put Henry Bolkow and John Vaughan, industrialist, as number 2 because they obviously built something. And at number 1 is Captain James Cook, but we're going to erase that and replace it with Sir Bob Mortimer.
You can't erase history. I've had enough of this, Ted. You know what I mean? Listen, this is all wrong. The first thing I'm going to do is go pull down the Bob Mortimer statue that I know you've got in your front garden. So it's coming tonight.
Hang on a minute. I don't think Fuella Benjamin. She's back again.
We also forgot. Hey, the girl who has her own shows on Channel 4 as well. She's mint now. What's her name?
Marzi, who's in Game of Thrones from Redcar, and she's also in that film with all the gays and the miners. Not like children. I mean, like, you know, like the Welsh miners. There was.
I thought you were talking about Armageddon.
No, it's a good film. Watch it. She's in that as well.
Ted, who's the girl who, like, you know her, and she was on GMTV or something, and then she got her own show. Steph McGovern. She's there. You go. Steph McGovern's class.
Yeah. What I'm going to do, Mala, is like I've got loads and loads of videos of loads of famous people all saying, "Hi, Ted, you're all right," and stuff like that. I'm going to put them all into a show reel, and I'm going to play it because there's Cammy on there. There's Vaughan, Vic, and Bob going, "What you doing, Ted? Having a daft laugh and that." You know what I mean?
Listen, let me tell you though. That's on it. I told everybody that you were dying, so they sent me all in video clips going, "Hey,
Steve Cram."
Who?
Steve Cram's on it as well.
Is he? Well, aye. Yeah, right. The best Teessider. Listen, everybody, we are all the best Teessiders because we are Teesside and we are proud, aren't we? So as long as you are supporting the borough and you're just being a good lad, then you're a good Teessider. And by being a good lad, that you can be a good lass as well. If you know what I mean.
We've got another question, a burning question that I think should generate some good responses from sorry, a burp there. The watches, and it is when lockdown is over. It starts to ease, like, so you think of lockdown as like you've just got a lovely tube of anisole and you've started to put little bits of it onto your bumhole, and it's getting smoother and your piles are disappearing and the piles are representing lockdown, and then boosh, it's gone and you're out and you're having a drink. Where are you having your first pint? And who's with you?
Lovely part, Ted, love it.
Where you're going to have your first pint when you're allowed? We'll start off, Mala. Where are you going to have your first pint when we're allowed?
Ted, right, we are either going to go, it'll be either close to you or close to me. So that means it will either be in the Derry in Long Newton, or it'll be Storytellers, because our good friend...
You've given a very wide geographic location of us there, so we can't be hunted down, Mala.
Well, I'm going to put a third point in that triangle just to make sure they definitely can't get us or the Dickens in.
Well, they're all starting to come in now, and my favourite one is Mark Preston, who's going to go to Smokies.
Well, here, right, buy Big Stan a pint for me, because I love him. He's mint.
Yeah, just so you know, Mark, Big Stan is my dad. There you go.
He is.
Let's have a look what we've got here. So someone's going to go to George in Norton.
Good.
Is that the one that does karaoke in there, or is that the Mucky Duck? I don't know which one. Which one does karaoke? When we went to see, and there was a big strippogram who sat at our mate's face.
Oh no, that was the Red Lion.
Oh yeah, Red Lion. Don't go in there.
Rough in there.
Andy Lynch is going to Angels in Redcar. You mucky get.
Robbie Williams did a song about that place.
Redcar?
Angels.
Yeah. I'm loving Redcar instead. What else have we got in here? So I'm going to go through the Fountain in Ormsby. Sounds lovely there. I've never been.
It does until you put Ormsby on the end of it.
The Bottle Knot. Is that in Stockton? I think it might be.
I don't know. Is that a micro pub, Martin?
Lloyd's and Borough or Last Orders?
Yeah, he's classing Graham like he's a problem.
You'll know what he's up to in there, don't you?
Well, yeah. Just come out some
yeah, give us a bit of that key. Let's have a Anchor Tap or Marine Hotel. Cracking. Yeah, here we go. Love Storytellers. Great music. Storytellers is more or less our favourite pub, isn't it?
It's like a local,
It's like our local.
Storytellers, neither of us, but we just like going there.
The Roundel with my mates. We'll look for the invite, Michelle. We'll keep an eye out for that. Yeah. Mark knows my dad. That's class. That. Yeah, he's just retired. Mark as well. You don't know that, but he's just retired. Yeah,
Is Ted? Is he still dressing like a Peaky Blinder?
He still dresses like Chuck Norris in the 80s in double denim.
Well, he's always rocked his double denim, hasn't he? Bless him.
He still rocks the hoop earring as well. It's a strong look.
He is. He's a good-looking chap. He's a nice lad.
Sophie's going to Market Tavern in Thorns, which I think has the live music on the shit top roof.
So we might. Class. Do you know what, Ted?
I was thinking what I'm thinking.
I've just ordered, right? I've just ordered some lovely pictures to get framed to put up in, her house, because she's letting me put stuff up of some old geographical pictures of Thornaby, like the old end before the knocked the 66 went through it, and the Market Taverns on both of them. It's lovely.
Is it?
Yeah, well, nice. They're nice.
I bet it doesn't have some hippie stood on the roof playing in Wonderwall.
Probably does.
The Merlin in Billog. Just be careful there's no chemical leakages and you have to go home. Really not asked. I'll just get the text and be there. Just remind me what your number is again, Emma.
Emma, she's up for class. Emma, you are Teesside. Love that.
Andrew Atkins going to the corner, where our dad, with Vic Reeves, has been on many occasions. Oh, well, you make sure you hook us up, Andrew, with your dad. I mean, with Vic. Ian Rogers is Mr. Boat there. He's got the bongo. Here he is. Tony Seaman, he's arrived. Fuck off.
Well,
the Black Swan in Darlow. Whereabouts is that one? The Black Swan.
I think
know where it is. The Sheraton in Hardwick. Yep, he's a dealer.
Well, I have a look at that watch.
One of the Poncy ones on Baker Street. We've got an orange pip Doyle here.
Yeah, say hello to Langdon Tingley when you see him.
Yeah.
He puts it on down there, Ted, doesn't he?
Oh, yes, Mallet on Borough Road. There you go. I'll be taking his bell with home in my, what's that fucking ambulance?
Well, he's going to battle us and take us up.
Craig there, storytellers, minibus the books, all about. He's got a vested interest in those pubs, so don't believe him. But he does do good palm.
Craig.
But his advertising techniques can be, just watch out for them.
I love them all. I'm going to go to all them pubs. Who do you think's going to do the best free bar food? Because you won't be able to have shared nuts anymore, will you? Because of COVID.
Oh yeah.
You used to go in the pats, right? And everyone used to bring one person brought some sausages, someone put some stuff, and they all put it on the table. There'll be none of that anymore.
Could you bring, do you reckon we could invent some type of peanuts washing machine? Would that work? Yeah. All right, I've had my jab.
Well, yeah. Technically, I could do that as a service. We could have something.
So,
yeah. I'll tell you what, right?
Billy Beck.
Where's that?
A stripper. Oh no, Prob's having a scoop down Billy Beck before the pub's open, man. He's having a few cans and having a laugh and that down the Beck, isn't he? I like him. I like Leo.
Class. Hey, there's no wrong with having a couple of pocket meats.
I was going to say, I'm sat down.
That sounds like a class new gay dating app. Pocket meats, and then you have to just look at somebody. Oh, I'll have a bit of that. I'm happy with that.
Oh, some good suggestions there. I'd like to go to probably 90% of them, except the really rough ones where all the drug dealers go and the scruffers. None of them. They're all really good pubs, to be honest. I'd go to them all with you, Mala, if we're getting a pint bought for us.
I would go to all of the nice ones first. Then at about 10 or 11 o'clock before I go to a party, I'd go to them scruffy ones.
Would that be for picking up?
You get the best nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah. We need to have a big party, don't we? We need to
I think you should have a big party as soon as we can and invite everybody.
I don't know. Have you seen the clip of some of these people watching? I'm not having them round.
Well, we'll do it at Julie's house. She won't know. Yeah.
You could entice Broad back away for the weekend with I don't know, sweets, or you could just drug her, and then we'll invite everyone around Broadback. So she's got a massive hot tub in her garden, hasn't she?
But she needs one to fit in, you see, because it's like the back. You see what I mean? So she can slide.
Yeah, she's got a back like Battle Cat.
Well, when she gets in, it's like, when they launch a ship. It's mint. And which is funny enough because she usually then smashes something over me, like a christening.
Oh, good. Oh, well, that's good. Some good suggestions there, Mal. I think once you can get in somewhere to have a drink, let us know. And if we're out and about, we might come and join you. That's what we like. We're going to be out and about lots, aren't we, Mallow, when we're allowed. Yeah, right. When you're allowed to get in for a drink, where's going to be the first place you get barred from? That should be the next one. Because everybody's been gagging to get out now. Where are you going to get barred from? I can just see me walking into a bar, people annoying me, and then I'll just start sparking people out, like proper, like Roadhouse style, like Swayze.
For me, it's when I'm smashed, and I only smoke cigarettes, right, when I'm drunk, and that's the truth, right? And when I'm smashed, I'll be stood in that Tesco Sainsbury's Express on Lindorp Road, like where TS1 is. And I'm trying to buy 20 Marlboro Gold in there, and the woman will think I'm speaking Japanese, and I'll get flung out by that bouncer because it always happens. Because they have a bouncer on there late at night, and I'm going, "Here, lad, 20 gallons here."
Just for the purpose of the conversation, will you be wearing your glasses or not when they question your nationality?
I don't know what you're talking about, Ted. It's like that is a magic trick, though, isn't it?
Look how small your eyes go there when you take them off. They must be magnified to fuck them.
No, it's because as you know, Ted, I've got light blasting right at me. Yeah, what you don't know, people, right, is that Ted's a wizard, right? And he's a wizard with like his lighting and stuff. So he sets us up so we have light blasting at us. So if you take your dinner, you just get light shining at you.
If I take mine off, they just go all like funny. Like I can't really see much at the minute, you know what I mean? They just go a bit like crazy.
Well, it still looks class. But yeah, that's the first place I'm going to get flung out of. That's Sainsbury's on Linford Road.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to the first stranger who stands next to me at a urinal because I get stage fright and I'll be stood there for ages having a piss. But I am looking forward to accidentally rubbing past girls at the bar.
Do you know, like, are we now going to be illegally allowed to take hand, like, sanitizer with us? You know, like when the bouncer stops you and he goes, hey, what have you got in your pocket? And you've got hand sanitizer. Like, you can't take it off you then, can he? Because, like, we're meant to be trying to keep hygienic. So I might just put vodka in, man.
Well, you know, it won't be long before the ravers start filling it with liquid MDMA and sanitizing their eyeballs with it.
That's a class idea, Ted. I like
it. It is, isn't it? Yeah, look at it. Oh, all the comments are going crazy now. Oh, gosh, that's how you do that.
Yeah, like, and if I tell you what, like, lasses, it'd be good, you know what I mean? If you want to, because you can just sanitize your hand first.
Lubrication?
But no, like if you're going to, like.
I know you're over 60 now, man, but you don't have to tackle that age with women.
Yeah, well, you can't say, oh, you've got to the hands, you know, the sanitized look.
What do you think? Are we going to the flange zone when the Riverside starts doing dones and that?
We always go to the flange zone, but Ted, do you know them little picnic tables, Liam, next to the flange zone? That's where Ted always hangs out by the bins. But he also does that so I can have like 20 fags before we go in, because I like to have a drink. And as soon as I have a drink, I want a fag, even though I don't smoke. But if I have a drink, I have a fag. And before we go in the match, I'll have 5 pints and at least 20 fags, don't I, Ted?
Yeah, and I always...
We get grief off your man, don't we?
Because we know Gary Phillipson and we know Maddo really well, don't we? We always do like the MCing in it. I always try and persuade him to let me go on stage and sing Tom Jones' Kiss, but he never lets me get up because he just thinks I'm going to swear.
Well,
So...
But yeah, we will be in the flange zone as soon as it... Hey, did you see the new season ticket prices? The class as well.
We'll see you there, Liam. Are they good? Are they good?
Yeah, the West Stand lower is like 580, I think. It's not bad. Not that I'm going in the West Stand, like, you know what I mean? Because I've not got loads of money. I want to go in the South Stand this season, but I have a funny feeling that I'll end up in the family enclosure.
Does this look weird of me popping my head over this banner?
What? No, boys. Laugh. What are them?
They look like aubergines with spunk.
Aubergine, water. That sounds like very healthy. Like loads of fruit there, followed by water. Well, that's a good lifestyle choice, that.
I'll try anything once, mate, you know what I mean?
Not 4 aubergines I won't try, not all at once. Charlotte, you're a brave woman if you have.
You know what I forgot to do today, Mal? I forgot to tell everyone to share this stream when we started off, so it's a bit late now, isn't it? I was going to give them a prize as well, you know, for like sharing it, but I forgot. So we'll
share it now. Can I have this prize then, Ted? Because
we'll do it next week. Just to give you a little update on the podcast, me and Mala have been talking. We've got some news about the podcast, right? So as you know, the podcast goes out every Wednesday, as it says on the bottom there. And we do this on a Thursday just as a bit of a chit chat and to promote the podcast to get more listeners. The podcast is now on 88 episodes and we're going to stop it at 100 episodes. But as we get a little bit further along the line, we're going to use some of these Thursday night shows as an additional episode and upload it as an audio podcast as well. So it'll be recorded a bit more professional than just me and Mala talking shite. And then we're going to launch a new show for the European Championships as well. So it's going to start about 3 weeks before the Euros and run right the way through the Euros as well. And it's going to be proper class, and hopefully it's going to be a videoed one in a pub environment. And we're going to have guests and special features and football stuff, but funny. So keep an eye out for that.
Are we stuck with people who don't like football as well?
Oh, we cater for it. Oh, we probably, to be honest, we'll probably just talk a little bit about football, and then we'll just waffle on about not waffle. We'll talk about.
You don't.
We won't be waffling. We'll talk about flange.
Well, Are you Ted? But tell him like the podcast will come back like later after the 100 episodes. It's not going to
come back with a new series, but a new title, but it'll be very, very good.
Ted, I can't wait to get my hair cut now, right? Because you're going to see a massive difference once I can get my hair cut. Because I like, do you know what I mean? This isn't actually how my hair is most of the time. So I'm looking at it.
Right at the minute, you know what I mean? It just
Ted's
doesn't
always
really go.
man cut short like a Peaky Blinder, don't I, Ted?
Do you think I should like just keep it in the centre part maybe, or?
Oh well,
What do you think?
You look like a book version of Craig McLaughlin. Remember from the lad from Neighbours?
Oh, hey Mona,
ooh Mona, tell Mona what I
wanna do.
That's the one, eh?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, no, I don't. Got some more questions here. Hang on. Someone said Mal's glasses. He looks straight off the nonsense wing. Did you meet Andy Lynch there?
Well, yeah, I was a prison guard.
Fletch's going to get a petition together to get you to sing in the flange zone. Do it. I will do it, Fletch.
He swear, Maddo, he's going to swear. I'm telling you now.
I won't.
We know what he's like, Maddo.
Will it be a bit like Badil and Skinner's Spanish football? It will be, but it'll be better because we'll be allowed to swear and do rude stuff, and we won't have someone like Stato on it either because he was shit. What's this here? Hang on. Once went to Butlins and bought a baby bottle. My son didn't need a bottle. Don't worry, wasn't going to get mixed up. I filled it with vodka for my friend. Got stopped. It's baby's water. Honest, worked every time. I like her, me. I reckon we could get on me and her.
That's mint.
Yeah.
Did she say then? Honestly, he didn't need a bottle.
Yes, you will, Sophie. You will still get the usual shite and more shite.
We know you like that, so it's all right.
Is it going to be called Malatalks just to mix it up?
No.
No, then, Mallas. How do you do?
It'll be never Mala Talks because Mala will never be. I'm not a front man. I am more of your Keith Moon of any situation. I sit in the back and play the drums. Isn't that right, Ted?
Yeah, we're a shit rock band, aren't we? So yeah, that's how it's working there. So much Asambalonga Donga still doing some runs for Bulgall. Yes, he is. Yeah,
he hasn't been called up to the Scotland squad. Have you noticed? He is getting now, isn't he?
True. So good. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight. We're gonna knock it on the head now because I need a poo. I really do need a poo, but I'm not doing it in the shower. No way. Let's have a look. We've got. I also had a teacher called Miss Greathead. Yeah, I touched in a podcast about a teacher that I found called Miss Greathead. You decide what you want there. I went into a Radio 1 big weekend with a catheter strapped to my leg with a bunker in orange top. Bloody hell. At least it was the right colour, you know.
Exactly, that's taking it the next level. That's mint.
That's good. Right, well, we'll see you later. See you later, Kate. Thanks for tuning in again, love. And we'll see you next time, 7 o'clock on a Thursday. And see you, Charlene, and do tune in to next Wednesday's show as well. This Wednesday we've got when me and Mallow went on Dragon's Den. It's quite funny if you've not listened to it. There's little clips from it. Anything you want to add, Mallow?
No, tune in this Wednesday because I'm sick of you not tuning in to the Wednesday one. So as a bit of a protest, if you don't next week, I'm going to go live as Ravishing Rick Rude. So I'll be sat here without my top on, but I am a fat bloke. So it's not going to be nice. You've had your warning.
Class. Oh, brilliant. We'll see you next time. And as always, up the borough and believe.